Hello and happy day to you. It's a good day for a good day, and it's a good day for a pick a card reading. I have 4 piles of cards in front of me. You choose the pile that you are drawn to. Today I have some amethyst, I have some red jasper, I have some obsidian, and I have some lapis lazuli. Now the question is, how can I motivate myself? And this reading is going to be about that and you figuring that out. I will ask the good energy of the universe to guide me in this reading for you today. Only good energy is welcome. And please remember that this guidance to you is given with love, and you have free will to do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. I'm going to start with amethyst. How to motivate yourself. Help with motivation. Okay, this is great. So this is a lot. There's 3 major arcana cards here, so this is important to you. The Empress tells me that you're a really good person at creating things and coming up with all of these really great ideas. And after you come up with the great ideas that you kind of get stuck on them, then you're like, well, you don't seem to find a starting point from those great ideas. So to let you know what you should be doing here, what the guidance is for you to be doing here, the King of Wands, is for you to take leadership over these things that you have created, that you want to do, these ideas, these great ideas that you're coming up with all the time. And the King of Wands tells me for you to take leadership over what you're doing. So what you need to do is perhaps maybe make a list and write these things, these great ideas that you come up with, great ideas of things that you want to do or that you want to have in your life, and make this list of them. And then pick out the 3 most important ones for you. And the King of Wands here says, go ahead and take a step towards the first one. Every day, take one small step towards these ideas that you have created in your mind. Every day, take one step forward in them. And there's a lot of steps. Like, say you've decided, you've got this idea that you want to have this big party, and then you're stuck and you don't have the party, and the day comes and goes that you wanted to have the party on. So what you would do is you would get yourself a calendar or a notebook, and go with a notebook and put a start date and put the date, today's date, and the end date, like where you want this to end, and work backwards. Like, so you want to have the party, say you want to have the party on July 4th. So what do you need to do between now and July 4th to have that party, right? Make a list of those things and then put those things in the order that they would go. And that's how you can get yourself moving. That's how you can motivate yourself. If you do this, this tells me that this old part of you, you will be able to let that go. And a new part of you is going to rise right up and come right through. And this is going to be really good for you. So you come up with these great ideas and then you sit on them. And what you need to do is just take responsibility for getting these ideas done, and Christmas, yes, Christmas is a long way away, but between now and Christmas, you could still get your list of who you want to send cards to, who you want on your Christmas list, do you want to have a party, what date will you have that? There's so many different things that you could do in between there. You need to start taking the steps in order to get these done. And one small step every day, oh wow, one small step every day can bring you so much closer to your goals than you really want to. And down here, the reason I say the one small step every day, this is not to focus on just the end, but to focus on all of these little steps in between and get them done. And let yourself go and have an awesome time doing this, and enjoy every step while you're putting together these great ideas that come to you. If you chose the amethyst, that is my reading for you today. And if you chose the red jasper, okay, this is very important for you too. There's major arcana card right in here, and this is the moon. Okay, this is a bit like the amethyst, but somewhat different. This tells me that you have been grieving over some type of an emotional loss. So something's been bringing you down, okay? And you do have a broken heart. Whatever this is that's going on, the guidance here for you is that the hidden path will soon be illuminated. So that, it also says to focus on moving forward through these emotions that you're having. And not to focus down here, not to focus on finances, which also tells me that you may have a little bit of financial trouble. So let's get back to this part. You are sad about something. Something's been bringing you down, but the guidance here is for you to motivate. You can still be motivated while you're going through this. And this is what this is telling me. This tells me that even though you're going through this, there's a few different things that you can do. Get out your pad and your paper, make your list, perhaps of all of the things that you wanted to do with this person or whatever the situation is that was making you sad. Make a list of all of those things that you wanted to do with that person. And I think you should go ahead and do them. And perhaps you could do them alone, or you could invite someone else. There's a billion other people in the world, and I'm sure that one of them would enjoy spending some time with you. Maybe you wanted to go to the movies, maybe you wanted to go to the beach, maybe you wanted to just go out for a walk, maybe you wanted someone just to go have coffee with you. You know, do that. But you need to be the person that's the invitee here. You need to reach out to some of these people in your life and start doing these things that you wanted to do with this person that has caused that this situation is about. The hidden path being soon revealed to you. Make that list of those things that you want to do. Reach out to others around you that you care about and get that done. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to do these things. I mean, what does a walk on the beach cost, right? It doesn't cost much. What does hanging out and watching a movie, it doesn't cost much, you know? So keep these things able for you to do them. You are going to be moving through this broken heart while you're doing these things, but you're going to motivate yourself by making this list of things that you want to do. Pin this up so you can see it somewhere that you can see it. And every time you do one of those things, cross it off your list. And every time you do one of those things, you're going to be feeling better. You're going to be working through this, and you're going to be doing the things that you wanted to do. So that is my guidance for you if you chose the red jasper. And if you chose the obsidian, whoops, that piece, go back. This is what I have for you. Okay. All right. It's a good day for you. Okay. This tells me that you have recently started trying to do some new things in your life. But what you find yourself doing is coming home and being like a couch potato type. And there's a reason for that. The reason that you're doing that is because you've been so busy. You've been exhausted. It's like you've been so busy that you're just worn out and tired. So you're just coming home and chilling and not being able to motivate yourself. So what I see here for you to be able to motivate is to become more of an expert at whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that's interesting you. So write down a list of your interests. Also, maybe things that have to do with your job and your work and things that you excel in. Write down this list of things, and then while you're sitting, because you're tired, right? You're so tired because you've been doing so much. While you're sitting, you could do things to help yourself to get better at the things that you love doing. So while you're sitting, you could sit there. You could, after you make your list of things, you can listen to tutorials about these things, or you could read books about these things, or you could watch videos about these things, or you could make phone calls about these things to different people. And all of that you're learning is going to help you so that you won't have to work yourself to exhaustion anymore. And if it's just something that you really want to do, it will help you to want to be able to get out of this little rut that you're in. It'll help you once you've learned, like say you want to go, you're interested in kite flying. just say that. So you go home, you're sitting there, you're so tired and exhausted from the day, and then the weekend comes and you sleep late, you get up, you're like, oh no, I don't want to do anything. But that whole week, you watched kite videos. You watched videos about people flying their kites in different places, and you know that they're doing it at such and such a place this weekend. You're gonna be more motivated to do that then. Also, if you're doing it, if you're learning more about what it is that you do in life, you will be able to advance more in your life in that skill, and keep in your mind, what I also am getting the feeling is for you to keep in your mind that this is a priority for you. Like let's say that you have a business, right? And the priority for you is to have the best. Say you have an ice cream shop and you want to have the best ice cream shop in town. So make that your priority, that you want to have the best one in town, and then learn about all these different ways that you can make your ice cream shop better during that maybe 1 hour of time that you have, out of your crazy business life. And keep that your focus on how you can make that better. Or if you're getting an education, focus on taking that extra class, and maybe an online class at that. It's so that you can move up the ladder, up the corporate ladder. Down here, the Eight of Wands tells me to let you know not to focus on having this whole thing, doing all of this at once. Take your time. This is going to take you some time because you're already a very, very busy person. So if you chose the Black Obsidian, that is my reading for you. And if you chose the Lapis Lazuli, what do we have for you? Alrighty. Okay, this is interesting, and this is important for you. Okay, so there's two major arcanas here. That's why I say that. This tells me that you're a person that does a lot of thinking, or does a lot of chilling, and you do some chilling, you do some thinking, because this card right here tells me that you have so many things that you want to do, that you're the type of person that can't choose just one. It's like you have so many around you, so many different things that you want to do, that you're having a hard time stopping and saying, I just need to focus on this one thing. Like there's just so many offers and so many ideas running through your mind. And this is telling me that you need to focus on stopping that. The King of Cups here also tells me that you need to take responsibility for all of these offers, all of these ideas that you have in your mind, and that you need to move forward with them. So what I would do is I would sit down, I would make a list of all of these things that you're thinking about all the time, mind dump, put it right on the paper, and then go through the paper, pick out your top 3 things that you want to do or that you want to get done. And then from there, take some steps forward. And while you're doing this, focus up here on the Judgment card. This is your true calling. So when you're doing these choices, so perhaps you, this is interesting. So perhaps you see this person over here that you want to spend some time with, yet this person up here is someone that you want in your life forever. And person is your true calling. But yet this little person down here is like kind of whimmy for you. This is the person that you want to focus on when you're making these choices. You want to, or there's things down here, say you want to go skateboarding today, or you want to go running today, but you know that your true calling is in doing something else. Like perhaps you're going to school to be a doctor and you need to study for a test. So this is saying, study for the test before you go for a run or go for your skateboarding fun or whatever it is. That's what this is telling me about you. So you have all of these things in your mind that you want to do. You need to take leadership over that. That will help you. And you need to focus on your true calling while you're doing it. Make your list, pick out the top 3 and take one step forward, or you could take you probably could take more than just one step forward. And down here, the Hierophant tells me that you're going to keep on pulling all this stuff in that you love to think about, that you love to think about, that you want to do. Yet you're having a hard time moving forward doing them. So stop looking for things to do and start focusing on the things in front of you that you already have to do. Take that first step, write them down, pick the top 3, go ahead and take that first step toward each one. And then take another step and another step and another step. And before you know it, you'll have one done. One of these things on your list is going to be done. You can cross it off, move to the next 3, and then when you're done with that, then start looking around at more and more and more things that you want to do. So if you chose the Lapis Lazuli, that is my reading for you today. And I hope that this helped you to motivate yourself in your life. And please like and subscribe so that I can share my good vibes only with more and more people every day, because that is what I love to do. I will thank the good energy of the universe for guiding me in this reading for you today. And I want to wish you off to having the very, very, very best day you can have.